So I'm here in Fontana, North Carolina, and I'm ready to start my AT hike again. I was here last year. Did 2 weeks from Georgia up to Fontana, and then had to go home for a few weeks and came back out and did some a stretch in Virginia. So now here I am in Fontana, a year later, just a little over a year later, and I'm almost the same point that I stopped. You can see right here, there's a sign saying closed for public safety due to COVID-19. So I can't go down there. That's a bathroom right down there you can see. That was really awesome to shower in last year when I finally pulled in. And then way off in the distance, it's really tough to see. There's some camping spaces, and I camped just right there. I can actually see where it was right through the trees. And motorcyclists burning through here. Anyway, camped down there, and then there's an awesome town, Fontana Village in town. They have a post office and a general store and a great restaurant and all that stuff, which is all closed now. So I was a little concerned coming out here. I knew that they said that the trailhead was closed here at Fontana, so I wasn't sure really what that meant. I guess it really just meant you can't stay in the camping, or actually just right beyond the view of this image is a shelter that some people can stay in, but you can't do that now for a while. So anyway, so yeah, what you do here is head up. There's a parking lot right up here and a road that goes over the dam, and then another road that you follow, and you have to follow it around quite a ways before you enter the mountains, the Great Smoky Mountains. And that's what I'll be doing over the next 5 days, is a Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And so I think what I'm going to do tonight, since I can't camp here, is I'm going to just go up there and just camp, kind of right at the edge of the trail and get ready to start tomorrow. Usually what happens through the Smokies is before you get here, you get an AT through hiker permit, and that gives you 30 days just to get through the Smokies. Stay anywhere you want. The Smokies require that you stay within a shelter area every night when you sleep. You can't just pick a spot and camp in the middle of nowhere. So, but this year, due to COVID, they're not allowing that, and they, in fact, just opened it up about a week ago to hikers at all, to anyone at all, to come into the park. The whole park was shut down. So what they did though is they said, well, you can't get an AT through hiker permit, but you can get a backcountry camping permit and hiking permit. And all that means is you have to tell them exactly what campground or shelter you're going to be in on exactly each day and each night. So I went ahead and just picked those out. I think I was probably a little aggressive. I've got to do about 15 miles a day to get through the park on my schedule, and I think that's going to be rough for me, but I'll make it work. I don't really have much choice, and I don't really want to get a big old fine, so I'll make sure I camp in the places I need to be. So yeah, so I'm gonna just hike along a little bit here. I might stop and just have something to eat. I'm gonna go find a place to tent. It's early in the day, it's only 4 o'clock, so I've got a lot of time to kill, organize. It's looking pretty crazy up in the sky. Some clouds, supposed to be some storming, so who knows, if I get lucky, maybe I'll get my tent set up before it rains and just get some good sleep. I think I'm gonna try to get up in the morning, maybe before light, and start hiking so that I can have a long day to get my 15 miles in with a lot of incline tomorrow, a lot of elevation. So, could be tough. Anyway, hey, I'm here now for the next 2 months, and I'm gonna see how far I can get. Definitely should be able to get into Pennsylvania, maybe through even to New York. I don't know. So, I don't know. Keep following along with me and see how far I can make it. So I'm on my way. I'll check in a little bit later. This is the Smokies I'll be hiking through. I'll be up in there tomorrow. Getting down here to the dam. Wow, beautiful out there. It's just like everywhere else around here. There are a couple of places you can pull in to kind of see things, but they don't give you any access to anywhere people could gather, like the little pavilion or anything over there. So everything's kind of closed off still. Even though it's approaching the end of May, a lot of stuff's opened up all around, but not here just yet. Wow, that is amazing. The immensity of dams like this is incredible. What a complex. Well, I'm just exiting off the dam and entering the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This should be a wonderful week heading through here. I believe I was here many years ago when I was a young child, but I really don't remember a lot of it, or maybe any of it. I vaguely remember coming here and hearing stories from my parents about it. I think us stopping here. And if I'm wrong about that, then maybe I've never been here. But I'm pretty sure I have. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous though. Coming through the gap to get here today was just incredible. The Smoky Mountains are called the Smoky Mountains because of how the clouds form. And it's not just clouds that happen to be in the mountains, but they hang. And they hang in these wispy little patterns. I mean, it looks like smoke, and they're kind of broken up in these wisps of smoke, quote smoke, clouds that are just all over the place, and it's just gorgeous. It looks like something you'd see in Gorillas in the Mist, or a picture of some incredibly remote mountains in China or something. It's just beautiful. If you've never been out here, you've got to come out and see this place. Well, I've just entered the woods. There's the parking, the road back there that I've been walking in on, and just entering in. There's a little sign, AT through hikers deposit permits here, but since they're not giving out AT through hiker permits this year, and I've got a backcountry, I will not worry about that. So yeah, it's about 5 o'clock, and my plan is not to do very much. I mean, I probably hiked a mile up the road, and I just need to find a place to settle in so that early in the morning, probably before light, I can get up and get rolling and see if I can make not really sure how far it is exactly. I'm thinking maybe 14 miles from here. So just gonna go in a short ways here, see if I can find a nice place to just camp out for the evening. Well, my first night out here, and I am definitely camping on the side of the mountain. This is not much out here. And you're not really supposed to be camping out here, so there aren't any actual campsites or anything like that. So anyway, It's the great thing about a small tent. Even on the side of a mountain, you can come up and kind of find a big tree that has some dirt kind of up against it where it's sort of flattened out, even though the rest of the mountain's pretty angled, and kind of scoop some out of the side and scoop it down into there, some leaves and dirt and stuff like that, and make a little hollow and get a place for your tent. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty level inside. I got a little area to set my bear canister so I could sit on it and eat, you know, so I was just camped out right here, and inside's all good. So I'm ready to call it a night, go inside and do a little planning, look at what my miles look like tomorrow, where water is, and try to get some sleep, get up early, get going. Good night.